Hello to all my drenches. Happy New Year. I know y'all not used to seeing me like this, but 2026, I'm giving y'all some of that long form content. I wanted to take the time out to make a video basically about how I found my sound and how I developed my sound over time. Because there was a point in time, the Midwest bounce shit that y'all hear right now, that was not the Chloe Hotline sound at first. That was not the Chloe Hotline sound at first at all. You look back at some of my projects like with Cynthia in 2020. I started playing with the Midwest bounce thing a little bit. Cynthia itself is a more slow, dark, melancholic project, and it's my debut, so I'm always love it. But I feel like my music is way more lively now. Like, you could tell when you listen to Cynthia, you could tell that was like a depressed, like, you know what I'm saying, sad 17-year-old. But from that record, one song that I like to highlight from that record is the song Love Spell. The song Love Spell, that's the first time I took a crack at singing over a beat like that.
Watching you from my window, shot me down like extendos. I don't wanna keep my door closed.
While the beat itself didn't have all the Midwest bounce characteristics that y'all hear in my stuff now, like it didn't have the, or it didn't have the, or it didn't have the, what's the other sound I use? Oh, like it didn't have any of that. It was just watching you from my window, shot me down like extendo. From there, that was the jumping off point. And around that time, I'm also always, like, I'm a student of the game. I'm always studying. And one thing that I took from Pharrell said one thing, and this can apply to all producers. How do you find your sound? Just use what you like. All you gotta do is use the sounds that you like. But back to my story. So, after that, the next year in 2021, I actually make my first real proper bounce song, which is Fantasy, which is out there on my YouTube. Y'all go get that. I'm gonna put a clip of that in here too. And that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I got the hang of it, but I could make it more Midwestern. Like I could make it way more Midwestern, because if you listen to Fantasy, that's pretty much just a straight up New Orleans bounce. Like it's not like I'm mashing two anythings together. But from there, also during the 2020s, early 2020s, that's crazy to say now, during the early 2020s, and even still to this day, I study Manny Fresh a lot. I study Manny Fresh so damn much. Like a lot of times with the older Cash Money stuff, whether it be the first Hot Boys album, the first Big Timers album, for lack of a better term, them is Chloe Hotline type beats. It's just that they rapping over them. Drums aren't as modern, because of course it was like 25 years ago. But yeah, I'm a big fan, a big student of Manny Fresh. And a lot of the prevalent Detroit producers are too. Like Helluva, who produced First Day Out, he said himself, like, I love Manny Fresh. First Day Out by T Grizzly. He said it himself. I love Manny Fresh. And Manny Fresh, I'm gonna put the clip in here, but Manny Fresh even said himself too on a podcast recently. He was like, oh yeah, Detroit loves our sound. People know that the two sounds are married. And Milwaukee too. But it's not like, basically I'm the only one that's gonna call it Midwest bounce, because Chicago has always had their own thing going on. Indiana too. Ohio locally. Well, everybody's rapping on Detroit beats now because that's the shit, or Midwest bounce shit because that's the shit now. But for a long time, I'll say until about like once TJX6 came out, that's really what cracked it off. Because then everybody started feeling like, man, he ain't even rapping on beat. I could rap on a beat like this, just like this, and go up. So yeah, everybody and their mama started making fake ass scam rap songs. That era was terrible. You niggas suck. You niggas was wasting good beats, man. But yeah. But while all that's going on, I'm the only one that's singing over these shits. No. I'm not the only one singing over these shits, because if you go back and look at Doughboy's Cash Out, Team Eastside, to like the two most like prevalent Detroit rap groups of the late 2000s, early 2010s, they always had a guy singing the hook. Shout out to Doughboy Clay. I'm gonna insert a clip of Ghetto Gold, but they always had a guy singing on the hook, you know. But there was never like somebody that was doing full R&B over those kind of beats. I mean, Days Love came out. Try Me was kind of slower. That was still a Detroit bop, like, but that was a lot more slower than the type of stuff I'm making. Also, like her next single, Back Up Off Me, that was more slower. Like, I feel like they strained her away from that sound a little bit, but that's another conversation for another day. I'm just yapping, I'm just rambling, but I got a point. So basically, all the influence of that led me to a point in 2022 to where I'm like, yeah, I'm a coin the turn. I'm a coin the turn because I'm from here, and it's the same BPM as bounce music, and all I gotta do is add some perks and add some little vocal samples, and it'll be the exact same thing. That's what makes me really, really like, because literally, you take any fucking Detroit or Milwaukee beat out there, and you add like a whoo, or any other typical New Orleans bounce shit, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And I'm putting two and two together, and I'm singing over these shits. But my song Serving, that was the first time I actually decided to do so and coin the term, like, yeah, Midwest bounce mixer. Later in so after Serving comes out, which is on Chloe Hotline 2, y'all can go get all these projects I'm referencing on my Bandcamp. But once Serving came out, then I was like, I'm gonna dedicate my whole next project to it, pretty much. So then we get to Drench Forever, A Soldier's Prayer, which that's like my that's like when I'm planting the flag. Like, yeah, this is my sound now, and y'all gonna like it. Cause I think about songs like Misery or Possum Creek. While I still consider those songs Midwest bounce, those beats are more like, less bounce influence and more Baton Rouge influence. But Baton Rouge beats, of course, they're gonna be influenced by, but it's a whole give and take of influences, y'all. It's a whole web of things. Like, I could talk about this, but I don't know. I could talk about it all, like, I could break it down even more, but I'm trying to make this pretty simple. And I ain't trying to have too many jump cuts, because I know how motherfuckers get about jump cuts. But anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, Drench Forever, A Soldier's Prayer comes out, and then I'm like, yeah, that's my sound. But I didn't dive into it all the way. I feel like I was kind of running from it, low key, like 2020, 2023, 2024. I feel like I was 2024. I feel like I was running from the sound for sure, especially towards the top of the year. Cause like, I think about Soldier Rags and C2W tags, which is a mixtape I put out in 2024. It's like one or two like Midwest bounce tracks on there. The rest of the shit is like typical, like what people have heard from Chloe Hotline since then. And I wouldn't say this too. I don't know how y'all feel, but trap Chloe Hotline, when I'm on them trap beats, hey, I be smoking them shits. But anyway, yes, I feel like I was kind of running away from the sound for sure. until I made my album Ridgeland. When I made my album Ridgeland, that's when I was like, yeah, no, I'm doing the whole album in this style, cause this is my style, and ain't nobody gonna tell me it ain't. Ain't nobody gonna tell me it ain't. Cause nobody's gonna make a whole ass R&B tape, R&B album over some fucking beats like that. That's how I know you gotta be a little bit thrown off to be a creative, cause you listen to them beats. People who aren't familiar with my music will probably listen to that and be like, what the fuck are they singing over these? Like, ugh. But I'm like, that's my sound though, so screw it. But Ridgeland, that is the quintessential Chloe Hotline project, because it has me flexing my R&B chops. It has me flexing my Midwest bounce thing. It got me flexing the production, the song arrangement, and I think I did too much with having 14 tracks. It was 45 minutes. You know, that's a commute. Like, you would play that shit in 45 minutes. It ain't, you know, hey, it's not like it's an hour and 30. Like these dickheads that's dropped, like, I ain't gonna call nobody a dickhead. My bad. But yeah, these weenies that's out here dropping these albums that's like 30 tracks. I mean, y'all could keep that shit, man. It ain't fucking it ain't a 1990 no more. But even then, the albums was kind of short. I think the albums got bloated when rap. I'm going off on a tangent, but when rappers started doing the 90s albums and they was doing double albums all the time, I'll never forgive you 90s cats. Cause I want to keep saying the N-word. I'll never forgive you 90s cats for inventing the double rap album. I'll never forgive y'all. Shit be too bloated. No album should ever be 20 tracks. No album should ever be 20 tracks. But that's just me. That's just how I feel. Mixtape, yeah. But album being 20 fucking tracks is kind of insane. But with all that being said, I do regret doing 14 tracks, but it is the quintessential Chloe Hotline album. That is my sound. That just is what it is. And Chloe Hotline 3 is gonna be me expounding upon that, for sure. Chloe Hotline 3 is gonna be me expounding on that even more. And I'm putting some real funk into it too. I'm putting some real funk influence in it too. And I ain't talking about that PH funk. You people be driving their cars talking about, I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about that real FUNK, you know. I got some of that on there, but it's Midwest bounce for sure. And that's my style, and that's what I'm going with. Take the swag as much as you want, as long as you credit, you know. Take my swag if you want to, but you gotta let people know, dog. It came from the hotline, like it came from the DREYNCH. But yes. With all that being said, I'm back on YouTube. I'm doing more content like this. I don't know what my next video is gonna be. It might be how I'm disillusioned with underground rap right now. But yeah, DREYNCH Way. Go follow the DREYNCH page on Instagram. Go follow at Chloe Hotline on everything. I'm back on YouTube. It's 2026, and we in the mix.